Scratch, objects, loops, and making the cat run. Let's go over the agenda. The first thing we're going to do is get started with Scratch. Scratch is what you're going to use to create instructions to make a computer program. The next thing we're going to do is talk a little bit about objects and loops. Finally, you're going to be able to make a cat run. This will be your very own program in Scratch. The last thing we're going to talk about is how you can deliver your Scratch program for grading. Quick recap. Programs are instructions. Name some of the things Facebook instructs the computer to do. For example, create your profile, comment on your wall, tag friends in photos, request friendship. Quick recap. Making a computer program. How do you instruct a computer to do something? Use a programming language. Scratch. This is an example of a simple programming language. You can create visual stories and games and share your program with others. Now, let's get started with Scratch. Go to your Start menu and search for Scratch. Once you've found it, open the Scratch program. Now that you've got your Scratch program open, you're going to see something very similar to the image that's here. When you first open Scratch, you're going to be in the Motion tab. You're going to see a list of different items that say things from move 10 steps to turn 15 degrees. These are all motion instructions. What they do is that they make an object move. In the upper left-hand side of the Scratch program, if you click on the Control button, you will get a list of control instructions. These control instructions tell a computer when and how long to do something. A sprite. A sprite is an object that can be controlled using instructions. Now let's do a quick recap of the motion instructions, which allow you to move your object or sprite. On the image on the right, you can see that there is a red box around an area that says X0, Y0, and direction 75. This is the position of your object or sprite. Now moving the actual object or sprite will change those values. For example, if you were to move your sprite by 10 steps, the X would move up to 10, and the Y would stay 0 and the direction would stay 75. Loops allow you to repeat instructions, or loop instructions. If we look at the example on the image, you can see that there is a forever loop wrapped around moving 10 steps. What that will do is that it will repeat move 10 steps forever. Another example of a loop is repeat. You can see it pictured on the left, where it says repeat and then a number beside it. This will essentially repeat whatever you put inside of it the number of times that you specify. Now, when you're done with your program, what you're going to do is go to File, Save As, name it, and then save it on your computer. Later, we're going to talk about how you can post that file on Moodle.